Now, this has been an unprecedented year for black films because you have black actors, directors, screenwriters represented in nearly every major category at this year's Academy Awards. Now, as you know, my brother played the lead in 12 Years a Slave, but I wanted to see how far black actors in Hollywood had come and what challenges still remain. She was the first black woman to be nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress. Refusing to be typecast, Dorothy Dandridge vowed never to play a slave on screen. 10 years later, acting roles had dried up and Dandridge was dead of a drug overdose with little more than $2 to her name.
When a black actor wins an Oscar or is nominated, in my opinion, I think Hollywood has sometimes not known what to do with them because the path isn't clear.
Of the nearly 3,000 Oscars that have been awarded since 1929, fewer than 30 have been given to people of color.
I told you and told you.
Many of them for roles based on true stories, therefore could never have been played by white actors anyway.
It's not like Leonardo DiCaprio could play Nelson Mandela.
One of the only ways where black people get to play the lead is literally where there is no white competition.
David Oyelowo played Louis Gaines in The Butler, a movie about an African-American White House butler who served 8 American presidents. Pam Williams, one of the movie's producers, says that some investors refused to fund it unless she gave the white actors bigger roles.
One potential investor asked, could we give the butler a white best friend? I don't think the investors we went to were racist when they said these things. I think, again, they buy into the myth that is white people want to see white people on screen, so how can we put more of them into a black movie to make it more acceptable?
And more marketable. According to RentTrack, a company that tracks movie ticket sales, only 5 predominantly black movies have made over $100 million domestically. And then there's the issue of audience. African Americans make up just 11% of frequent moviegoers, while white Americans make up 56%.
There are a lot of movies that are aimed at a specific audience and don't necessarily try to reach out to a broad audience. So I think that crossover appeal is important.
You know, with The Butler, we started out with a predominantly black audience, and in the second week in the box office, it shifted that there were more white people going to see the film.
But movie critics say the shortage of African-American roles that Dandridge witnessed in the 50s is still a problem today.
Until black people are willing to invest their own money, we're going to have to settle for what we get.
A role that Ryan Gosling could play, I don't see why I shouldn't be considered for if race isn't an issue.
And as David was saying, it really is all about improving the types of roles that black actors are offered beyond just, say, the sidekick or the best friend. I think if Dorothy Dandridge was looking down on the Hollywood of today, of course, she would be impressed that things had improved, but certainly there is still work to be done. Zain Asher, CNN, Los Angeles.